Good morning. Myself Ravina Kalyan, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Applied Health Science in RPIT Campus, Karnal. Welcome to our YouTube channel RPIT Academics. If you like the content of this channel, please do not forget to subscribe and share the content. Okay. So today we'll talk about the rheumatoid arthritis. First is introduction. Rheumatoid arthritis is the most common inflammatory disease of joints. It is a systemic disease of young and middle-aged adults characterized by proliferative and destructive changes in synovial membrane, prearticular structures, skeletal muscles, and perineural sheath. Eventually, joints are destroyed, fibrosed, and ankylosed. It is widespread vasculitis of the small arterioles. In case of rheumatoid arthritis, 80% affected are women and male and female ratio is 1:3. No age is accepted except mean age is 40 years. Now etiology, that is causes of rheumatoid arthritis. The exact cause is unknown, but malfunction of the cellular and humoral arms of the immune system are cited as a probable cause. A genetic predisposition is strongly suspected because of certain histocompatibility markers associated with it. Agents such as mycoplasma, clostridium, and some virus has been implicated in its etiology. It can be result from exposure of genetically predisposed individual to some infectious agent. Now, the pathophysiology of rheumatoid arthritis. In this flowchart, pathophysiology of rheumatoid arthritis is shown. First is foreign antigens. It can result in CD4 positive T cells. Due to CD4 T cells, it results in activation of B cells and T cells, and activation of macrophages and activation of endothelial cells. And this activation of these cells ultimately result in pannus formation. That is, levels of lipid in synovial membrane is increased in arthritis patient as compared to synovial membrane of healthy individuals, and that result in the rheumatoid arthritis. Next are the stages of rheumatoid arthritis. From the clinical point of view, rheumatoid arthritis can be divided into 3 stages. First is potentially reversible soft tissue proliferation. Second is controllable but irreversible soft tissue destruction and early cartilage erosion. Third is irreversible soft tissue and bony changes. This diagram shows the stages of rheumatoid arthritis. The first diagram is of healthy joint, in which bones, cartilage, and synovial membrane are healthy. And the first stage of rheumatoid arthritis is synovitis, which show the synovial membrane inflamed and thickened, and bones and cartilage gradually eroded. Second stage is pannus formation. So extensive cartilage loss and exposed and pitted bones. Third stage is fibrous ankylosis. In this stage, joint invaded by fibrous connective tissue. And fourth stage is bony ankylosis. In this, bones become fused. Okay, so these are the stages of rheumatoid arthritis. Now, symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis. First is joint stiffness, usually worse in the morning and after inactivity. Second is swelling of 3 or more specified joints. Next is swelling of joint in hands and wrists. Next is symmetrical swelling. Next is tender, warm and swollen joints. And next is fatigue, fever and loss of appetite. Okay, so this diagram shows how rheumatoid arthritis affect the joints and the body. Thank you.